What up, though, y'all? It's your boy, Bill. I want to give a big shout out to Mofro, Young_JV, Haru, James Smith, Jermaine Lawrence, Smoke, Najee Neely, 333ENT, Majority Key 77, Bad Dog 313, Mrs. Yellow Hawk 5, Quentin Copeland, T_Thing 3X, Yolanda Boyer, TJ4, UPI Building. And yeah, we're going to get a whole lot more in later on. But I just want to give a big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for being part of the Feezy family. Appreciate y'all for snatching that membership. Oh, and I got to give a big shout out to this little girl by the name of Genesis, a.k.a. Gigi. I hope I got that right, Eli. Man, it's this little girl that love your boy Bill, and she takes heed to what I'm saying. And from my understanding, she's a very respectful child to her daddy. And I'm about to show y'all a clip. To go under the door. So,
who was that?
See Bill.
And then it stopped right in front of my door. And then once I see
what did he be telling kids?
Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble. Make money and not excuses, ain't it?
Go past his. So my screen is on top.
See, Bill. Man, this is Eli, all the way from West Memphis, Arkansas, man. Been a fan of yours for a long time. My daughter came in the office and said, Daddy, you watching C Bill again? I watch you all in the car, bro. Hey, man, big ups to what you're doing, man. C Bill, man. Man, I'm at church, man. Look, we get ready to leave church, man. Man, look what my daughter watching, man. What you doing, man?
I'm watching See Bill.
Who told you to put it on there?
My brain.
Your brain? I ain't tell you to put that on there.
Okay.
You just like his video? Man, I'm done, bro.
Genesis, this is from your boy, C Bill. I just want to let you know, keep doing the right thing. Stay out of trouble, sweetheart. Keep listening to your daddy. Do the right thing. Be happy. And we're going to be all right. We're going to make money, not excuses.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. What the feezy? 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 What the feezy?
What up, though, y'all? What up, though? It's your boy, Bill. I got the hoodie on, okay? It's cold as hell in that house. This is a video that I actually wrestled with in my mind for a long time on even speaking on it. I spoke on it vaguely a while back on my Patreon. Now I'm about to go into details. This is what they call chain gang game. I'm gonna tell you about how an individual ran up. I believe he was a millionaire, but if he wasn't, he was at least 100,000 there by running chain gang game in the prison. When I left Jackson Diagnostic, I think it's in Jackson, Georgia, and then I went to my very first prison. Got cool with an individual out of Macon by the name of Jay. Jay was a real cool dude. He was a player. He used to kick back. He was a Crip. So he used to be caught up in stuff sometime with the whole gang stuff. But for the most part, he just sit around kicking it, playing cards, and he's always on the phone 24/7. Now, everybody used to, like most people that have phones, they used to rent their phone time out. Like that's a hustle. If you got a phone, you can let somebody use it for an hour and they give you $3-4 in food or whatever, however deal y'all work out. This was the only guy in the dorm that never let nobody use his phone unless you was just like part of his little circle, and it only was about 3 people. So Stode came one day. My dad had put $100 on my books, but he put it on there through the JPay system that I was using, that he had to do it at Jackson. But this prison I was at was a private prison, and it had a total different system. So when Stode came, the money wasn't showing up on my thing. So I had called my dad, he called the people, and they said since he did it through JPay, he had to wait until they transferred it over, and they talking about it could take up to 21 days because it's 2 total different systems. That's 3 damn store days. 21 days, I gotta wait. Shit, I'm gonna be hungry as a hostage in that. So I'm talking to Jay. I'm telling him the situation. I ain't had nothing to eat, bro. I was going to chow every day. The day after store day, I was getting ready to go to chow. He was like, see Bill, see Bill. I'm at the door. I'm like, what's up? I was taking my shirt in. I'm like, what's up? He was like, man, come here. I came over there. He was like, little bro, you ain't gotta go to chow, bro. You straight, man. I got plenty of food, bro. So I was like, nah, I'm straight. He was like, man, listen, bro, I got plenty of food, bro. People I really rock with strong. Ain't nobody been going to chow lately, bro. You ain't got to go to chow. So I stayed back. He cooking the meal. While he cooking, he might have me do simple stuff like go get some hot water, go get this. While he cooking, he on the phone. Yeah, baby, this. Yeah, baby, that. I'm talking about 24/7. He talking, texting. If he do let you use his phone, he pulling up every 2-3 minutes. Hey, bro, my girl text. My girl ain't text. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Let me see. Oh, my girl text back. Hold on, let me text her back. He was crazy about texting the girl back. So we sitting there eating. I was like, bro, how long you and your girl been together? He was like, about a year. He was like, that my baby, that my wife right there. I was like, that what's up, bro? I'm talking to him, telling him about like my situation with my baby mama, and cause we were kicking it at that time. She was writing me and stuff. He was like, man, F all that. F all that, little bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up what you need to do. And this just real talk, little bro. He said, I don't know how your conscience is, how your conscience set up. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how you feel about certain things. But little bro, I'm gonna tell you what you need to go and do, what you need to go and do. So I'm like, what's up? He was like, when you be buying your phone time from people, you be getting on the phone, or whenever I let you use my phone, what do you be doing with your phone time? I said, I be calling my baby mama, you know. I be calling my mama now, other people that I know I talk to. He said, man, listen, bro, who be sending you money? I was like, my mama send me some money. He was like, is it like a consistent thing? I was like, yeah, she usually hit me off about $25 every week. Sometimes she can't do it. That week, that store day week was one of them weeks. I called her and she was like, you know, I can't do it right now. I got bills and stuff. He was like, listen, little bro, I'm gonna go and tell you what you need to do. You need to start running chain gang game. So I was like, chain gang game? What the hell you mean? He said, like I said, bro, I don't know how your conscience set up. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know if you one of them people that's like, nah, I can't do that to nobody. He said, but listen, I've been locked up 12 years. 2-3 months from now, it'll be going on 13 years. I haven't had one family member send me a penny. But guess what? My whole time, I done had phones. I kept food. Whenever it get cold, I got a whole bunch of clothing packages. He said, I just run chain gang game. And that's just how I make it. I'm like, chain gang game. I'm thinking in my head, it's like somebody around the chain gang playing games. Like first thing really came to mind. I'm really thinking like some backdoor slime cross out type business. Like you running around the chain gang playing games with people or something like that. I don't know. He was like, chain gang gang. So he like, what you think it mean? So I told him the same thing. It's like he kept building it up, but was kind of hesitant to get straight to the point of what he was saying. I guess that's what he meant by, I don't know how your conscience set up. I guess he don't be wanting to brandish that out to people and seem like a messed up individual or whatever. Once we got around all the beating around the bush, he was like, bro, this is what I do. I find out all the free chat line numbers and I write them down. All the free dating apps, I write them down and I go through them one by one. And my whole goal here is to find a female to talk to. 9 times out of 10, if you meet her and you tell her that you're in prison and she's still willing to talk to you after that, he say 9 times out of 10, you can run chain gang game on her. But the only thing is, it's mandatory that in the very beginning, you find out what it is that she do for a living. How does she make money? He said that is a very vital part to it. You got to know this. I'm like, now I'm kind of starting to understand what he getting at, but I still don't got the whole idea of where he getting at. So I'm just asking, I'm like, so how the hell you supposed to find out what somebody do for a living? You just gonna ask somebody something like that? You don't think they're gonna be kind of strange or a person gonna get uncomfortable? He say, hell no. I'm gonna ask their ass straight up. He said, you gotta do it in mid-conversation. You just gotta be like, hey, baby, you know why you talking to her if she don't say nothing about it. You just gotta be like, so baby, what do you do? Like, what do you do all day? What type of job you work? And he said, based off what she say determines if we finna continue talking or not. He the girl, so I told him about a girl that I had met that just hit me when I be getting on the phone, getting on Facebook. She just hit me on Facebook one day. I was like, yeah, I be talking to her. She be posting in her work uniform. He said, where she work at? I was like, McDonald's. He was like, man, talk to no damn body working no damn Mickey D's. Like, he made a big scene about that. I'm saying, what wrong with Mickey D's? She got down, at least she ain't lazy sitting around. She getting her money. I respect anybody that got any type of hustle. I don't give a damn if you a janitor cleaning up toilets at Mickey D's. So he said, no, I respect it. But you missing the point. You missing the point. We can't do nothing with that. If you run a chain gang gang, you can't do nothing with that. That ain't gonna work. So I'm like, so basically you saying you're gonna ask her for some money or something. Is that where you trying to get at? He said, listen, bro. You get to talking to her after she knows you in chain gang. You talk to her. And when you talking to her, instantly you tell her you on phone time or whatever it is, you tell her, bro, you start getting money up out of her. He said, little bro, how much time you got? I said, I got 9 years. He said, bro, every single female that I met in my bed, when they ask me how much time I got left, I tell them 1 year. I tell them I'm exactly 12 months from going home. Because if I could run chain gang game on you for 12 months straight, I'm going to be being smart with my money. If you decide to jump off the wagon 12 months from now, because I'm not getting out, I'm going to make up some BS and tell you this. If you don't fall for it, then I'm on to the next one. At least I had a year to build up. He said, but if you do go for it, he said, man, some females go for it year after year after year after year. That's just how it goes. So he was like, if you want to run some chain gang game now, I'll teach you the ropes. I'll show you now. The man was so fire, he had a tablet. Now listen to me closely. This is about to explain how much like influence and pull he had in the prison. The tablets and the whole JPay thing that the prison done started doing, if I remember correctly, which I know I'm not tripping, didn't come out until 2016. Because I remember what prison I was at when they came and introduced tablets and all that to us. It was 2016. This that I'm talking about is when I first got into prison. And this was around 2014-ish. The man pulled out a tablet, a real tablet, like from the streets with real apps on it and everything. And started going through it and was getting ready to go to some type of app or show me where he be talking to people at or something like that. I'm talking about he pulled out a real tablet. So when I seen it, I'm like, bro, how the hell you get this tablet in here? So he started laughing. He talking about, nah, you asking too many questions. You worried about the wrong thing now. He said, but I'm about to show you something. If you pay attention and if you take heed, then you won't have to be worried about Mon Dukes calling you. I mean, you calling Mon Dukes asking her for no money or this, and that. I'm about to show you how to really lay that law down and run chain gang game for real. As I was learning it, bro, like just listening to him, I felt guilty, bro, just listening to the man. Cause it's like, hell nah, bro. You can't do nothing like that, bro. Hell nah, like, just the way you explained it is basically how you real life plan on people emotions and, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell nah, bro, that ain't right. Something ain't right about that, bro. So while he talking, they say CERT team coming down the walk. He hurry up, get right, go to putting his tablet up, putting his phone up. I walk away. I go, I ain't had no contraband back then. I think I had a little weed that I was smoking, but I had like a little bit left put up in my box. That wasn't nothing. I could just put that anywhere. Crazy. They came in there. It wasn't the tax squad. It was the CERT team. They came in there. They told everybody to get on the wall, put your hands on the wall, and they went straight over there to Bruh little section, tow it up, and this other dude that had a lot of motion going on. They tore both of their sections up. They knocked both of them off with everything. They took them to the hole. Back then, I was looking at it like, all right, that's a sign from the Most High telling me, don't get involved in this business, because he just removed him from me ASAP, because it was sounding a little bit intriguing, just the money, but at the same time, I knew it was wrong. I knew that's not something I got no business dabbing into. He ended up going to the hole. So I'm at this prison like 8-9 months. I transfer, I go to another prison. While I'm in there just observing things, you know, as the weeks go by, it's this one dude, this old school dude named Sosa, big swole black dude, got a low haircut, but it's so low he damn near might as well been bald head. He used to walk around with his shirt tucked in all day, all night, perfect creases in his shirt. Haircut stayed cut, and he used to always have a writing tablet with him in his hand. But the way he moved around, you know that he got a phone. I just assumed he was selling phone time, because he was always moving around and stuff. So I asked the dude that was from Detroit that I had got cool with over time, I'm like, what's up with Unc? He said, who, Sosa? I said, yeah. He said, man, Unc about rich as hell, man. I said, he what? He said, he about rich as hell. I said, what you mean? He said, man, he rich as hell. He running up the check, man, off chain gang, man. He said, I tried that before, but it ain't worked for me. So now this the second time I done heard this, and now he talking about somebody rich as hell. So I'm like, so I'm playing like I don't know. So I'm like, what the hell you mean, chain gang? What is that, bro? Chain gang, bro. And he went to pretty much basically saying the same thing dude Jay from Macon was telling me. So I'm like, what? So now I'm like, man, hell nah. So I'm already making it up in my mind. I was interested, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I say, it wasn't the thought of playing no type of games, but it was the thought of the money. That's what I was interested in back then, because like I say, my situation was up and down. I was getting money from my family, but I wasn't really real life hustling for real back then. So it's like I was just depending on them. And if they say it's a dry week for them, that means it's a dry week for me too. You know what I'm saying? One day, I'm in the dorm probably about 2 months go by. I don't say nothing to the dude, Sosa, because I don't want to seem like a groupie, because there be people in his face all day, 24/7. So everybody go out to chow. This was one of the store days I did go to store. So I'm just outside my room, linked on the rail like I usually do. Sosa room was on the end. My room was like in the middle-ish right here somewhere. And I'm linked on the rail. Everybody go out the dorm to chow. I really thought Sosa was on some funny business, because before they went to chow, I seen like 5 people go in his room. And everybody else went to chow, like 5 people went in his room. You know what I'm saying? Then he threw the tissue in the door. So I'm like, damn, he done threw the tissue in the door. Hell, they got going on in there. They trying to have a real live prison party, ain't they? They trying to have a real party in that mall. Sosa stick his head out the door real fast, looking around. He looked at me. He said, hey, little bro. I'm like, what's up? He was like, 12 in here? 12 in here? He was just asking me, was the police in the dorm? Because depending on where they at, you can't see them just by looking out the window, out your door, because if they under you somewhere, you can't see. So I'm like, nah, 12 ain't in here. He was like, all right. He closed the door back real quick. Then he opened the door back real fast. He was like, hey, come here. So I went over there. He was like, you gonna be out here? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, just stand in front of my door, bro. Keep a watch out for me. Let me know if 12 or anything like that come in here. If they do, just holler, make some noise, bro. If you just do that till everybody get back from chow, I'll give you $25. So I was like, all right, bet. So now I'm thinking like, the whole time I'm standing here thinking like, damn, you gonna give me 25? They ain't gonna be going to chow but for 20, 30 minutes. You finna give me $25 just for doing that? So shit, let's do it. They all come back from chow. He called me in the room. Everybody leave out. Everybody got a phone and a writing tablet in their hand. They all leave out. And he was like, how you want it, bro? I got cream, weed, cigarettes, or I could give you a green dot, or I could give you some food. How you want it? So I was like, I'll take the food. So when he was getting the food ready, he looked up at me, kept putting it together. He looked up at me. I was like, what's up? He was like, little bro, how old you is? I was like about 22, 23, however old I was. I said, I was about 21, 22. I was like 22. He was like 22. I was like, yeah. He went to ask me about my family situation. Same thing dude Jay from Macon was asking. He was like, showing how to talk. You talk real good. So I'm like, what the hell you mean I talk real good? What the hell you mean I talk real good? He thinking I'm trying to run some game or something. I'm like, what the hell you mean I talk real good? He was like, no, I'm just saying like the way you talk, you don't sound ignorant. You could talk real good. I was like, oh. I'm just like, oh, I don't know what he talking about. He was like, you trying to run some chain gang gang? I was like, chain gang gang? I'm acting like, I heard of it, but I'm acting like, chain gang gang? He said, you trying to run some chain gang gang? I'll pay you about $500 a week. Watch part 2 to see what happened next.